Guys, what's good? It's your boy TOJ reporting to you live from New Orleans. I came across a video. This girl named Single at Home Working Mother was doing I guess her tirade on Cynthia G completely getting off the internet after supposedly she was giving some advice to this girl Sarah, who recently got fired off a Tariq Nasheed show. Now, for those of you who don't know who Tariq Nasheed is, Tariq Nasheed, he's a book writer, but he transitioned, I would say, within the last 7 years to doing documentary films. He's the guy behind Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4, and he's currently producing the Haitian documentary 1804. Some kind of way, I don't know, I was, trolling Facebook and came across the video, and the single at home, work mother, whatever her name in her video was, she started talking about Cynthia G, and somewhere in the comments, it went from Cynthia G to Tariq Nasheed is a faggot. Tariq Nasheed is gay. He's an alpha, a beta male. He don't like women. He's a hustler. And comment number 8 was Tariq Nasheed is a scammer. Now that's the comment that caught my attention, because I advertised with Tariq Nasheed's show. I've been advertising with Tariq for like 7 years now, from my artbyrico.com website to this thing now, and I got good response. I've always gotten good response when I advertise, with his audience. The reply that I got back from the guy was, he said Tariq Nasheed is basically he sells CDs and like every other hotep hustler, and he's always begging for donations. So I asked myself, wait a minute, let me get this right. If you're a film producer who has films that you paid money for, and remember, Tariq Nasheed, I think the first Hidden Colors, which I got all 4 of them actually. Somebody borrowed one and motherfucker never gave it back. But I have all the Hidden Colors, and my friend, I think Jerome got number 3 and never gave it back. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I saw the video, and I shared it with some of my friends, and I gifted out the other Hidden Colors. But I paid money for the original copies. I didn't get no bootlegs. I donated to the first Kickstarter. In fact, I've donated to all the Kickstarter. I have yet to do the 1804 because my money fucked up. I fixed the fucking roof on my house. But nevertheless, I'm going to buy the DVD copy. That's how I'm going to do my part. It doesn't make you a hustler or a scammer if you take the donation money from Kickstarter and you fulfill the obligation that the Kickstarter program asked of you. For example, if you say, well, you donate 1,000, you'll be an executive producer. Donate 2,000, you'll be executive producer and flown to the Hollywood premiere. That's part of the obligation. You get T-shirts. It's like a certain donation level. You know how with Kicks, Patreon, I think is basically just like Kicks. I mean, like like GoFundMe. You just give what you want to give and whatever. But this man has given out water filters in Haiti. He's building houses in Haiti. The guy has Melanoid Nation. He has to pay his contributors to the Melanoid Nation site, to the blog site, and he's even giving out, I think, food or supplies. But I am a follower of Tariq Nasheed's Instagram account, and on his Instagram account, he'll show little videos, like 30-second videos of him giving out shit or him paying people. In fact, I think he even paid for our sister, she just passed away. He paid for Francis Cress Wilson's funeral. He paid for the brother Black Lives Matter in Chicago. I think I forgot this guy's name. Steele, I think, was his name. They found him dead in a car, shot. He paid for that guy's funeral. So to sit there and say, well, I don't know, I don't see the receipts, that means you're not a follower, and you're not a faithful follower. I'm a follower of his YouTube page, so every time Tariq puts out a video of himself doing something with his kids or his family, man's a damn good father. I mean, he's actually inspired other guys, I read the comments of the videos in Instagram when he posts them, and I've seen comments where guys say, man, I really love how you handle your wife, how you manage your children, and I'm inspired by that. And that's a good thing, even if you're not getting any money, or you're not getting out some crackers or whatever. You can't say somebody's a scammer because they have the nerve to ask for you to buy one of their products. I had one of these coons go off on me because Boyce Watkins is now selling financial products on the internet. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's really pissing me off, because I don't really get. I try to stay not emotional, but I try to stay emotionally like neutral, to where you don't see my emotions. Because I'm a comedian, but only when it comes down to stuff like this, I don't really have to write I don't like writing a set. Because when you're a comedian, you have to write a set and work out material to practice it. And I just do, like, stand up at open mics just because I like, fucking with people. But what's pissing me off with these Hotep internet people is, the game is to be sold, not to be told. History is one thing, family history is another thing. When you have knowledge like a Boyce Watkins, or even a pimp for that matter, I used to always wonder what that mean when the pimp would say the game, or Snoop Dogg would say, the game is to be sold, not to be told, nigga. What the fuck that mean? I gotta pay you for some knowledge. But I realized, when people have to go through ups and downs and trial, as an artist myself, there's a reason I charge for art lessons. The amount of shit I had to go through to learn. I mean, I'll make it look easy now, but the 20 years of me staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning, finding out what, mind you, I didn't go to school for this. To be a professional artist, I learned tracing comic books. I had to go buy, how to draw comics the Marvel way. And I met other artists. We would trade, tricks of the trade on the spot. And when you want knowledge, you have to pay for that knowledge if you're going to buy it from a master. If you someone like a Boyce Watkins, a Tariq Nasheed, even a professional rapper, my agent manages like 100 and something people, and some are artists, some are performing artists. There's other guys who do professional speaking in all genres of music, genres of public, even politics or whatever. But when the people on Facebook and YouTube keep saying these stupid, nonsensical comments like, he wants to sell you a DVD about the history of African American people. Let me tell you something. I've only been on YouTube for a month. My channel, I named it like in September the 12th, 2016. According to YouTube, I established it. But I got a life. I run a business. So finally, I just started taking this serious. I'm taking YouTube class, and as a matter of fact, I'm paying the guy on YouTube who's a certified YouTube. He's certified in YouTube audience growth. I have to pay him, because God knows how much shit this man have to read to learn algorithms, to learn video editing. But the guy has like 3,000 clients, and I've contacted some of the clients, and they all are set. Even I'm satisfied, because a lot of what this guy tells me is true. And no matter how much you don't want to pay for, only if you take your shit seriously will you come out your pocket. I've learned that being a professional. I would go to other artists who own galleries, and I would walk in with a $100 bill and say, look here, I can't afford a $10,000 piece, but I'm also another professional artist. I want to learn how. I'll give you $100 for a 15-minute conversation to tell me what not to do. And I've had a lot of those professionals tell me, you know what, put your money away. If you're willing to give me $100 just to talk to me, I know you're serious about it. And some took my bluff and took that $100 and bought them some lunch, or whatever. But I respect that. You have to pay for a college education. That's game. For you to want to be a doctor, it's going to take you 7 years, I think, of learning, and probably like 3 years off college to be a certified doctor. But you have to pay. The game is to be sold. When you want to invest, like Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors, I think, he never said it, but I think Hidden Colors cost like 200 grand to produce, because the quality is fucking amazing. This thing has rivaled some Discovery Channel shit. Always #1 on Amazon when it comes out. On iTunes, it's always high ranking within the top 5, the top 10 videos. How is that making you a scam artist? Ministers, politicians, and political leaders and community organizers, those 4, and maybe teachers, are the top 5 people you hold to a promise that they make to you. Tariq Nasheed, Boyce Watkins, even my guy, fucking oh my God, the dude who wrote Powernomics, Dr. Anderson, Claude Anderson. Those guys are scholars. Scholars are completely different. Scholars don't make you promises. All scholars do is just give you information, and you take that information and you do what you will with it. Information isn't power. It is the application of the information, and how you use it, and the personal results that come from your your personal your what you put into it. You only get out what you put into your into the application of the knowledge that you have. I work 17 hours a day whether I like it or not. I have 2 boys and a stepdaughter, and I have to pay for them kids. Whether, you know, I mean, they're my responsibilities. I mean, all of this, I don't know if you can see, all of these bags, all of this comes from that wear and tear. That comes from, it's actually raining outside. Before I go to the gym, I'm gonna go cut grass, come back inside, take another bath, and shave again, then go to the gym and work out again. Come home, do some more paperwork, study some more YouTube shit. Probably 3 years from now, when I'm certified to teach another person, I would never charge anybody for YouTube help. But there's a lot of YouTubers in New Orleans, some that already have way more subscribers than me. And for them to be as, you know, a high up there, I would pay them for their time. So to sit there and say that Cynthia G, I don't know nothing about Cynthia G. From what I've gathered, you know, people have now been kind of unearthing and uncovering little bits and pieces about her past. My past is checkered. My past is scrambled up, but I'm not a Tariq Nasheed. I'm not a voice walker. I'm just a motherfucker with an opinion. Tariq Nasheed, to me, another comment that I want to touch on. This guy made a statement, something stupid like, this nigga was he was a rapper, then a pimp, then a character, and now he's a pro-black, whatever. Let me say something. Nick Cannon started off as as a comedian, then a rapper, then an actor, then he was on America's Got Talent, and now Nick Cannon is on that Black Power shit. Just because where you start don't really matter. It's where you end. I got homeless friends. Well, they're not homeless anymore. We got in their ass, and they got their trajectory right. And now my friend Ralph is doing well. My friend Kat, I took him to a place called Common Ground, or Common Core, or something like that in Mid City. They washed his ass, and now Kat is happily married, and he don't want to talk to me now. He too good to speak. But where you end is the important thing. When you start off, it don't matter. I mean, the guy's doing successful, the man's healthy. So I mean, I've been following his videos since I got online. I mean, the dude name threw me off because I thought he was gonna be Arabic. Tariq Nasheed, you know, didn't sound like the kind of guy giving out dating advice. But I mean, the game is, you know, the game is accurate, and the game is crisp. I like the ism radio show. I mean, I was always, you know, a guy with the ladies. I have no problem getting a woman. So I was never really listening to his show because I needed help with getting girls. I just like his voice inflection. I like the speedy talk. I like how his confidence in his delivery. When people can talk to you without emotions and you crack, he is a funny fucking dude. I like them the crispy jokes and all of that. That's how you keep yourself relevant. You keep yourself relevant by not staying the same. Cynthia G, this single at home woman, and all these other YouTube guys who do their opinionated little, you know, topics on certain things, they stay exactly the same. People who pretend to be stupid on purpose, who misunderstands something that Boyce Watkins would say, they misunderstand something that Tariq Nasheed would say. All that's done because they need something to keep the audience there. I don't need to do that. I'm not going to deliver you anything. I'm just going to give you my opinion, whether you like it or not. I'm not here to be popular. I'm not here to be famous, and I don't need money. I'm already successful as an artist. And the comedian thing I do because I like it. You know what I mean? I got to bitch about something. I'm going to get on stage, light the stage on fire, and get the fuck off in 3 minutes, and I just come back the following week. People like that on YouTube are looking for YouTube hits, looking for views, and they need money. I'm not selling you. I'm not going to ask you to donate money to me or anything like that. I'm not going to ask you to buy my products. I'm not in that position. Now, but if I did invest 300 grand in a couple of movies, you gonna buy my shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I got investors and I have donators, you know, who donated to my project, who I owe them what I promised them from the get-go. And Tariq Nasheed has fulfilled that promise. Ism Radio, the reason why Ism Radio exists is because in the Ism Radio show, it was basically one of those situations where the Tariq Live show got to be so scrambled up, where you had people who would call about advice, then there was callers who would call about racial issues. So it made logical sense to split the two. One where you have a female host to give you advice on relationships, and he would feed off of her energy. Then he even added 2 hosts, and that's where Sarah came in. And it started with Chris and Sarah, and any business that's gonna grow, you're gonna have your ebb and flows. You're gonna have, you know, your little changes and your trials and error. But why be mad about that? The guy's doing good. He's not sitting there talking about getting high. He ain't speaking about Molly and Percocet. He's not doing that gangster rap shit where he's saying take your money. And then one other coon was like, he don't get. He has a bunch of one person even said something about Tariq that fucked me up. He said he hates black people. Tariq is black. His wife is black. Another person said he's gay because he's so emotional. He's very emotional. A girl raised her voice at him. He got mad about it. I'm an alpha male. I don't argue with women at all, especially if you work for me. Talk to me, don't yell at me, don't curse at me. That does not make you a gay person for having an issue with that. And this other coon, out of all comments, the one coon said something stupid like, he don't have no solutions. The man be giving solutions off every show. And on top of that, let's just say for the sake of this conversation, if Tariq don't give solutions, why even listen to him? Why should it even matter? It shouldn't take Tariq Nasheed to tell you, if you have a problem at your job, to talk to somebody in human resources. It shouldn't take a whole other guy all the way in like Los Angeles, California. Tariq Nasheed gives me some tips and stuff that I listen to on this show, and I take what I can get from the show and I utilize it. And I donate when I can. I buy the shirts when I can. I bought like 5 Mackage packages. I done bought the Risque Elite cologne. I got some shoes. I done did my part. The guy's giving me fucking content and entertainment. So I know how much time it takes for this little month and a half. I've been on YouTube. It's what, June the 12th today, and I think I've been on YouTube technically since like May something. So my channel is old, but the videos go back to like maybe like 6 weeks back. So I'm fresh at this. For me to do this video, it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna do a thumbnail, basically 20 minutes to 30 minutes worth of editing, titles, and all that. That's a lot of shit, bro. So I don't really mind when he do it with all the equipment he got, doing video editing. He can do the little sound effects and shit. I'll buy a couple of t-shirts because that's a lot of work. As a video producer, you need to get paid for your time. I used to always take YouTube for granted until I got on YouTube. Now I knew how much work going to putting that shit on this computer. Right, this is my computer setup. That's a bottle full of, this is like my nickels and shit going here. And this is my regular computer and all that shit, man. A lot of work goes into producing YouTube videos. And for him to be a film producer, for me to do the minor 5-minute bullshit I do, it would have to murder me. To fly across the world, going to Haiti and shit, interviewing scholars. I ain't got no problem giving that nigga $35. I ain't want to call him a nigga, but I'm getting angrier for a real DVD. So with that being said, I want to hear your comments below in the comment section. Hit like and subscribe. And also, I want to get back before I say that. The solutions is this: get to know your neighbors. It don't make you a snitch to rat out the neighborhood drug dealer. Kids are not bulletproof. Now, if you're another gangster, you're another murderer, or you're another drug dealer, yeah, you're a snitch if you snitch out your partners in crime. But citizens are not part of our world, or part of the world you be part. I'm not a criminal. But you know the point that I'm making. And as far as his solutions are concerned, we do need an economic base. What's wrong with that? It shouldn't take a Tariq Nasheed to hold your hand, walk you down the street to the corner store, or walk you down to your church, and for you guys to chop up game with the deacons and the ministers after church is out, to start an economic base in your neighborhood or your local playground where most of the parents are going to be at with their booster club and shit. It shouldn't take another man to tell you what I kind of already know. I'll give you some solutions. Get an inventory of the people in your neighborhood. Know who is a barber in your neighborhood. Know who is a retired school teacher. Go to the neighborhood. In my neighborhood, we have every third Wednesday of the month, we have retired school teachers there, retired police officers. If you can't do that, you shouldn't be part of the movement in your neighborhood. If it takes me to tell you that, and you're a Tariq Nasheed follower or listener, you shouldn't be part of the movement. These thoughts should have already been in your head. Now, whether you get off your ass and go meet them people, that's up to you. Hit like, share, and subscribe. I want to see your comments in the bottom, and that's my thoughts for the day. Peace.